Carter-Vickers Celtic Transfer Clause, and £3 million Lennon signing. Celtic career looks all but over after fresh transfer report. If Celtic want to land Cameron Carter-Vickers on a permanent deal, the club will have to shell out the best part of £10 million. Celtic FC have a first option clause in the American international's loan deal with Spurs. Some speculated it was just a small fee Celtic would have to pay, but that's not the case. Celtic FC fan sites have speculated it would be around £5 million, and despite reputable sites saying CCV's deal ends this summer, Spurs triggered a clause to extend his deal so they could benefit from a fee. Both he and Hotter are loan signings who the fans would like to see sign permanently. Hotter's buyout fee is around £6.5 million, which means to land both of the players, it'll cost Celtic around £16.5 million. No way will we pay that for the big chap. With the news emerging that Celtic appear to be on the verge of signing Rio Hatate in January, and yes, I've been banging on about this story for a while, it's fair to say that Boly Bolingoli's Celtic career is all but over. The Belgian, signed for £3 million by Neil Lennon in the summer of 2019, is already bottom of the Parkhead food chain. Behind Josip Juranovic, Greg Taylor, and Liam Scales in the pecking order, Boly has only played twice all season. The left-back hasn't featured in any of the last 5 Premiership matchday squads either, showing just how little Ange Postecoglou appears to think of him. Celtic are bringing in Hatate to solve the club's left-back issue. Whilst that will, in theory, allow Juranovic to challenge for the left-back spot, the Croatian will still be ahead of Boly when if it came down to an emergency. That means that as many as 4 players could be ahead of the former Rapid Vienna defender come the new year. That's an outrageous amount of competition and is, if we're being serious about it, the end of his Celtic career. If Postecoglou hasn't been giving him the opportunity to shine by now, it's clear what he thinks of him. That Boly isn't already viewed by the manager as the left-back solution is fairly damning. Taylor, meanwhile, is the first reserve and clearly rated by Postecoglou. Scales is a touch different in that he hasn't long arrived and has taken a major step up from the League of Ireland. But he has an excuse, Boly simply doesn't. The Belgian is now 26 years of age and more experienced than the vast majority of his left-back rivals. Yet despite that, he can still barely get a look in even though he's clearly fully fit and available for selection. So if Hatate signs up, then it's time to get real with Boly. This doesn't even have anything to do with his COVID breach last season. That's long been forgotten about and everyone has moved on from it. This is to do with his squad role. The situation can't be particularly nice for the player either. Boly will want to be playing regular football at this stage of his career. He's long since passed the stage where a position like this is satisfying or gratifying for him. If there are interested parties in January, that will be their time to step up and make an offer. We have a huge window ahead of us, and getting rid of the deadwood is imperative to that. Unfortunately, Boly falls into that category. In other Celtic transfer news, will John Souttar leave Hearts for Celtic or Rangers? I don't exactly know what the situation is, what the options are, what is on the table, said Hearts and Scotland teammate Gordon, who also endured his fair share of injury issues before making up for lost time at Celtic. He will make a decision for what is right for him. I know he's done tremendously well to get back from the injuries he's had. The character has shown to perform so quickly at such a high level, it took him no time at all to get back in and start producing the performances and possibly even better than what he was before. That's a huge achievement in itself. I have nothing but admiration for what he's done and I'm sure he'll make the right decision for him. Would you take him, Celtic fans? It's Wednesday, is this just a story to wind up them before we play them? Who knows? Have a great day to every one of you Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the